Welcome to the RiceTrace recording session for retailers. My name is Trusty, and I serve as the SRP Standard and Assurance Manager. I will be guiding you through our sessions on the RiceTrace for retailers. Retailers play a vital role in the SRP supply chain, ensuring the sustainability and traceability of the rice products. Retailers' participation is crucial to build consumer trust and reinforcing commitment to ethical sourcing. We have outlined a clear agenda that will help us cover all important aspects. Here's what we will be discussing today. Introduction to RiceTrace, data protection and management, SRP label and claim assessment in RiceTrace, transaction certificate of SRP verified rice, monitoring and managing inventory through RiceTrace. RiceTrace built to support SRP traceability, but why traceability is matter? Traceability refers to the ability to track and verify the history and locations of materials movement throughout all defined stages of production, processing, and distributions until it reached the retailer's shelf. The RiceTrace play important roles as a digital portal enables secure tracking of a consignment of rice from the farm or producers group through each step in the supply chain. It improves traceability and reliability across the supply chains. That's why retailers can reliably verify the origin of rice, make accurate sustainability claims, and empower rice farmers. It also provides transparency and enables volumetric reconciliations along the supply chain. RiceTrace facilitates transactions between SRP producers and operators. It has four main functions: to connect supplier efficiently through the platform, to request and manage SRP Transaction Certificates from the system, to easily request assessment for labeling claims, to keep track on inventory of SRP verified rice. Before going too deep, I would like to share this terminology. In the SRP assurance scheme, we use these terminologies, which is also used in the SRP RiceTrace. Producers, individuals or entities legally responsible for productions of the rice sold by those individuals or businesses and who are eligible to apply for SRP evaluations under the schemes. Participating operators, company or organizations having ownership and control of the rice from origin to market for one or several steps in the supply chains. Verified units. An entity could be a producers or producers group or participating operators that holds the SRP verification statement. In the RiceTrace, there are three roles recognized: verified unit contact or verified units manager. It is the contact from verified unit that have full access, enable them to perform all the functions mentioned in the previous slide. Marketing email. The marketing email will be registered and will receive inquiries for SRP verified rice, but will not have access to the system operational functions. Retailer contact. The designated retailer contact will have access to the verified unit's contact information and the label and claim assessment. This access level enables retailers to communicate with suppliers and obtain rapid and seamless approval of their proposed SRP verified label and claims. Talking about the data, we always worried about the security. Data protections and data privacy are essential pillars of ensuring trust and security within any system. In the context of SRP process, all data is safeguarded through strict measures to prevent unauthorized access, misuse, or breaches. Data privacy ensures that all stakeholder information is handled with care, maintaining confidentiality and compliance with applicable regulations, including the GDPR. These measures collectively reinforce the integrity of the system and protect the rights of all involved parties. Together with source intelligence using chain-point solutions as foundation of the RiceTrace, SRP secured and managed the data through Microsoft Azure. We work closely with our partners to configure and ensuring data ownership and the ability to meet SRP needs. Source Intelligence maintains the highest standard of customer data protections and security by completing SOC2 audits and achieve ISO 27001:2013 certification. To secure the data, RiceTrace access is granted based on user role, ensuring users only permissions relevant to their responsibility. Users can only view data specific to their own activities within the platforms, maintaining confidentiality and traceability. All data within RiceTrace is owned by SRP and verified units to safeguard its authenticity and alignment with the sustainability standards. In the RiceTrace, all transactions will be registered, and this transaction that made not in the retailer package require transaction certificates, or in short, TC. This TC validates the sustainability and traceability of the rice transactions, promoting accountable within the supply chains. TC requests only need evidence showing the volume, source, and destination of the SRP verified rice. The transaction certificate details are only accessible by SRP, seller, and buyers related to that particular transactions, ensuring privacy and secure information handling. Moving to the label and claim assessment. According to the SRP brand manual and claim guidelines, all proposed label layouts and claim language must be approved by SRP before publishing or printing. There are two parts of this assessment. First, verifying the artwork to ensure compliance with the label use policy. And second is to ensure the product integrity and claims for the product carrying the SRP label and claims. Please note that only SRP rice with IP and segregation that are eligible for the SRP verified label. This kind of assessment need to have access through the RiceTrace or must be done through the RiceTrace. So if you don't have access, you can ask your supplier, which have access to this RiceTrace, to submit the artwork on your behalf. But they will need several informations as follows. The contact person can be used your contact person, so you will know if the label and claims are approved, or the contact person of your suppliers. The supplier names, the type of rice, the claim proposed on the pack have to be submitted or registered. The type of packaging can be retail or bulk, and have to upload the design or artwork, the size of packaging, and it's also important to note the country where the product will be marketed, the date of the launch, and the language used on the pack. Moving to the transaction certificate of the SRP verified rice. The TC is an official document issued by SRP Secretariat through the RiceTrace platform to confirm that a specific shipment or batch of goods complies with the SRP standard requirements. All SRP transactions must go through transaction certificate system. Seller that requests for TC must have successfully meet SRP COC verification requirements of third-party assessment. A TC can include multiple lots, multiple invoices, or even multiple containers within 30 days. And all transactions shall be recorded in the RiceTrace inventory system. This TC cannot be issued more than 6 months after the date of earliest shipments. And then the conformity assessment body will verify the compliance of the TC processing during verification audits. It is also essential to record the transaction of SRP verified rice that's sold without a claim to ensure the traceability and transparency throughout the supply chains, mitigate the risk of misrepresentations, fraud, or substitutions, which could compromise the integrity of the chain of custody and the SRP verified rice. For such transactions, your suppliers must complete the form to request TC, but click the registered non-verified transaction button. The volume will be deducted from the seller's inventory card, but it will not be further track because this is not using any claims of the SRP. While for the final product sold to the retailers with the final packaging to end consumer, it doesn't need transaction certificates because the package is already have this claim and even label. Therefore, your suppliers will choose final product transaction to retailers. Then the volume will be deducted from the sellers, and it will go to the retailer's inventory record. Every transaction involving SRP verified rice must have this kind of transaction certificates with complete information of the sellers, buyers, and details of each shipment. Now we enter in the inventory. In the RiceTrace, inventory involves tracking and monitoring SRP verified rice within the system. It helps to keep track of the quantities of verified rice in stock, ensuring transparency and compliance with the SRP standard. The inventory records will be updated upon the recording or registration of volume from the productions, or when the producers completing the audit, they will register the harvested volume, or from the purchasing, or even from the processing. But for retailers, you will receive final products in which you will not get any transaction certificates, but the final products will be registered automatically into your inventory record once your supplier completed the transactions. Now let's see how the RiceTrace for retailers look like. I'm using the demo accounts of the test retailer. So here is the dashboard. You can see the marketing information by clicking here. There are two lists showing here. The first list is actually the list of verified units with information of status. At this column means that this is if the verified units undergo the SRP standard for sustainable rice cultivations in the farmer level. In this column, this is shows that these verified units is undergo the chain of custody standard. So for example, if in this case, both have verified status on the farm and on the COC, then these organizations are active or verified for both the farmer level and the COC levels assurance system. But for example, this organization has no COC standard information, mean that this only apply for the farmer level audit. Then the second list, this is showing the producers that are verified, complete with the country and the type of rice. So you can connect with them by clicking this contact request form. Then you can choose, maybe you want to contact a grower with the subjects looking for SRP rice with message, please share your products. Or you can connect directly with the producers, rice producers. Then when you click send mail to marketing contacts, this email goes to the marketing email address. Okay. And then you can also see the inventory. So whenever you're receiving of SRP verified volumes, it will be in the final product form. And then it goes to this inventory record. You can also see the list of transaction certificates. You can see where it came from. This is your name, the buyers. Then this is the sellers. The name of the sellers will be listed here. You can also request SRP verified labeling claim assessment. You can put any email here. The person who handling this labeling claim. You also need to mention where this product came from. I will use the demo account. You can choose the type of rice. If your type of rice is not here, you can use any other. Maybe it's like a brown unique rice. What is the claims? It's IP or segregations. And then you have to be very specific on the claims. And then this claim, you can use the claim from this brand manual and claim guidelines. I'm going to use the segregation, so I'm going to use this claim. And it is a retailer pack. And I have to upload the design. I will just use random picture. And then you have to indicate the country where you will market this. Can be more than one country. And then the date of the launch, you have to indicate the date of the launch. Let's see, we'll launch next month on the 26th. Then you can choose the language, but for the language, it's limited. If you cannot find any language here, you can use others, and then you can put here, for example, Indonesians. And then you can save. Sorry. The size will be in the 1 kilogram. Then when you click request the assessment to SRP, then you cannot make any more audit. But when you click save draft, then you can do further audit, edit. So in this case, I will just proceed to request for the labeling claim assessment. And then SRP will complete this part. Then an email will go to the email address that is registered here. Okay, so I hope this will help you how to navigate within the RiceTrace. And thank you for watching these recording sessions.